I made a guy named Colin really upset over on YouTube. The video is just a repost of a TikTok that I made. I'll link that TikTok below. And the video actually earned me my first ever hate response. Not from Colin, from another TikTok creator. Remember when I was called a harlot? Yeah, it was because of that video. But while Colin didn't make a hate video about me, I think he may have come from said hate video, because he appeared in my comments suddenly and rabidly. He has a lot to say, so much that I can't actually go over all of it, but I will put it up on the screen for you to enjoy. Just as a refresher, the video is a creator saying that if a male partner becomes unattracted to his female partner, it is the female partner's fault. And in that video, I expected to hear like, oh, if you let yourself go weight-wise, he's not gonna be attracted to you and he's gonna walk out. But then the creator also said that a mere haircut or dressing casually more often than you used to can also be enough for your man to walk away from you. So Colin jumps into my comments. Just so you know, the hair thing is actually really specific and true. About 2% of straight guys like short hair. The rest like long hair. Okay, what if we're not cutting or styling our hair for men? You know who compliments me on my hair? Women. Generally, men do not show interest in a woman's hair unless it's something he doesn't like. So if you do care, maybe express that a little more often when she has a hairstyle you like. If you do that, she might be a little more willing to let you put your 2 cents in. Not that she needs to, but as far as she knows, you don't give a shit about her hair when it's long and beautiful, as you say later, because you've never expressed how much you like her hair. So open your mouth and say, your hair looks really nice today. Colin continues, long, healthy hair is beautiful. And I agree, it is. But just because we think that doesn't mean that anyone else has to or needs to have long hair. Guys might not appreciate this, though there's no reason why you shouldn't, but certain hairstyles flatter a person's face more than others. And because we all have different faces, there are different hairstyles that flatter different faces. For example, I have always wanted to try a bob, but between my very frizzy hair and my very round face, a bob would not be a great choice. The same goes for long hair and other people's faces. Also, long hair is annoying as shit. I really want to grow my hair a few inches longer than this, but every time I get to about this stage, it just starts driving me crazy. I end up getting annoyed and cutting off a few inches because it just gets in the way all the time, not to mention the amount of shampoo and conditioner you have to use. You say that long, healthy hair is beautiful, but are you gonna help your partner keep it long and beautiful? Are you gonna help her pay for the shampoo and conditioner? Never complain about hair in the drain or stuck to the shower walls? You wanted this hair, now it's everywhere. Colin goes on. If for some reason women keep thinking it's fine for them to cut their hair so short that they look like a bald boy for 6 months because it was fun. Well, it is fine for them to do that because it's their hair that's growing out of their head. And this goes for every gender. I remember a former partner, when we first got together, asking me how I preferred his facial hair, and he was stunned when I answered, however you would like to wear it on your face. Apparently an old girlfriend had tried to call the shots on how he wore his facial hair, and that's not okay either. And you all are so dramatic. Hair grows back. You act like women are slicing off their arms for fun. It's hair. He then says it's reckless to make yourself less attractive to your partner for no reason. There was a reason. She wanted her hair cut. And I'm so sickened by the amount of people in Emily's comments and in my comments talking about how if your partner does this or that, you'll leave them because it makes them unattractive to you. I date my partners because I'm attracted to them. That's not to say I wasn't physically attracted to my partners, I very much was. But not only did I like them as a person at the start of the relationship, I liked them even more a few years in, making looks even less important. I never found myself less attractive due to a haircut, a shave, or a change in their body. And it's shocking how few people approach relationships like that. Colin says, there are so many videos of girls saying, oh, I cut my hair short and all the girls say it's beautiful, but no guys compliment me. Colin, this says a lot. You say, there are so many videos. I have never even seen one. And I'm not saying that they don't exist. What I'm saying, or rather the algorithm is saying, is that you look up a lot of videos of women with short hair. But let's return to the point I made earlier. How would we know if you feel any kind of emotion about our haircut? You never comment on it at all. So if we come home with a pixie cut and you continue to not comment on it, how are we supposed to know that internally you're pouting over some dead cells and not just vibing as usual? Because like nothing has changed, you haven't told us what you feel about our hair. And before someone comes into my comments and says, well, if I tell her I don't like her hair, she's gonna be upset. I mean, you said you would leave her over a haircut, so like, she's gonna be upset anyway. And if you take the advice I gave earlier about complimenting her on her hair when you like it, it's not going to hurt as much if you tell her you don't like a haircut because you've been very complimentary in the past. But imagine if Colin commands if you actually asked for permission to— Nope, you can't even finish that sentence. No. Unless you are spending a large amount of shared money or something, neither person in the couple needs to ask permission about what they can do with their own body. He then says something about victim blaming I couldn't decipher. Let me know if you have any idea what he's on about here. He closes out this comment, the first of many, by saying, guys don't actually want their girlfriend to look like a lesbian. All lesbians have short hair? And all people with short hair are lesbians? Like I know it's a stereotype, but like, lesbians style their hair differently. There are as many lesbian hairstyles as there are lesbians. But also, if your girlfriend is not gay, why would it matter if she looks like a lesbian? Are you afraid that another woman might be attracted to her and show her a better time than you can? How many times have you made your girlfriend cut? Right, moving on to the second comment. This video is already so long. I was gonna suggest that Colin learn to be concise, but that would be kind of like the pot calling the kettle black, wouldn't it? Anyway, I asked Colin, like, what if your partner has to go through chemo when she loses all her hair? Well, then suddenly the haircut, it wasn't like really about the implied lesbianism. I'm talking more about the attitude, Colin amends. Unfortunately, according to men, that is not life. Or rather, it is life, but they're just like not interested in being a part of that part of life. A 2015 study tracked 2,701 marriages and found that in hetero couples, if the wife gets sick, the husband often leaves. A 2015 study tracked 2,701 marriages and found that in hetero couples, if the wife gets sick, the husband often leaves. Now, this next one is a quote from The Guardian about this 2009 study, which found that the strongest predictor for separation or divorce for patients with brain cancer is whether or not the sick person was a woman. The study showed that men are 7 times more likely than women to leave their partner if their partner were to get seriously ill. So what does this tell us? That many times guys like Colin say that hair falling out due to chemo is like not the same as a woman cutting off all her hair, but not only do they not actually see it that way, they might abandon their dying partner simply for having a low white blood cell count. It's just like such a vibe killer. Colin assures me that if a woman cuts her hair short on purpose, guys will only see the negative in that choice. It seems like guys should probably go to therapy if they dwell on their partner's haircut this much. I've spent longer filming this video than I have caring about the haircuts of every single person in the world that I've met, clumped together. Colin also dramatically labeled a woman cutting off her hair as a betrayal. Jesus Christ, like get some real problems. Like mine, having to make this into 2 videos. I know real struggle, Colin. This is the sequel of Sir Colin. Remember when Colin suddenly decided that it wasn't really about like the short haircut itself or the implied lesbianism, but the attitude? Yeah, he kept on with that bullshit, though I don't really know why. Not sure what he means by that's the difference between attitudes. Let me know if you have any idea what he's talking about. He asked me, do you want to bless your partner or just exist next to them? And then he added, you really don't understand what attraction is. So I replied that in a relationship, the 2 people are blessing each other simply with their presence in each other's lives. It is not a haircut that blesses one's partner. And for a third time, even if a man does feel blessed by his partner's hair, how would she know if she's never told? Colin says, if you blessing your partner in a relationship is so shallow and distant, I hope you have fun in divorce court. Okay, does anyone think that I should have been saying that to him? Like, if your partner's hair matters so much and you're so shallow, I hope you have fun in divorce court or whatever? But no, he's saying that to me because I believe that being a good partner is what keeps a relationship blessed. Because I believe that I'm shallow and distant and headed for divorce. Because men who value their wives for the length of their hair stay married for so long. But he continues, I am saying that how you bless your partner is shallow, as though being next to them is the only blessing you need to give them. No, I didn't say that. Being a good partner takes work. And you know what gets in the way when you're working that hard? Long hair. He quips, stuff happens that we don't control or that we can't help. But your girlfriend, she's something you can and should control. Even the hairs on her head need to be under your control. Colin then says that when a man leaves over a haircut, the haircut could just be the straw that broke the camel's back. You You guys need to stop bottling everything up. I got to thinking while I was writing this that I used to have kind of pretty regular last straw moments. Not that I ever yelled at a customer service worker. When I reach my last straw, I tend to just cry a lot. But I haven't really had many since I started therapy, which was over 10 years ago. So Colin, if a haircut is a potential last straw movement for you, you might want to try therapy. Or you assured me that you do have real problems in your life, so why don't you focus on them? Finally, Colin closes out, at least at the time of filming, by saying, anything about her that makes her beautiful is a blessing. As long as it's something that Colin finds beautiful. If it's something that she finds beautiful but Colin doesn't, her opinion doesn't matter. But all I'm talking about is the attitude, which tends to be shown by things like your haircut. Colin has yet to clue us in what this attitude thing is, and I'm so curious. But he does say that haircuts often belie one's attitude. But the thing is, I have the long, beautiful hair that Colin loves so much, yet he doesn't seem to like my attitude. So am I like a wolf in long-haired sheep's clothing? I'm dying to know, and he's very verbose, so I'm sure he'll be back.